The reason why I went into coaching, being a coachee, is that I was at a point in my life where I couldn't decide on the sort of trajectory of my development and where I wanted to go in the organisation. So for me it was really important to get someone external, so I went to West Midlands Employers and was coached externally, because I just didn't want, I suppose, someone internal knowing that I was having that deliberation in myself and that I wasn't 100% committed to the station manager role or to that development journey. And a lot of me was still sort of clinging on to the past and deciding what was best for me. And I needed some help to try and tease that out of me, really, is to work out what's best for me, what's best for my family, what's best for my situation. I just really felt that an external coach was more beneficial for those reasons.
When I chose my coach, I knew personally I wanted someone that was outside of the organisation, that didn't have that sort of unconscious bias towards my current organisation. Nothing against them at all, but I wanted someone that sort of had a fresh pair of eyes on my situation, that wasn't going to be influenced by the current organisation I'm in. So I used the selection tool as part on the coaching and mentoring website to help me pick my coach, and that was really valuable. That helped me really narrow down what I wanted in someone, to make sure that I could trust them and that I felt confident in opening up to them about what I wanted, and that ultimately led me to a handful of coaches. I then read through their biographies and found someone that I felt was a really good match for me, and ultimately she was.
For me, the benefits of having an internal coach was that they understood my personal experience with neurodivergency, so that's why I was selected from the internal pool. I'd met my coach at a previous leadership training session, so I already knew she understood how my mind works, my unique needs, and would offer me that right balance of support but also challenging. Masking and trying to fit in is really tiring in a neurotypical world, so often you feel forced to mask certain behaviours, but with this coach, because I already knew them, I felt really comfortable that I was in that safe space just to be me. Time and trust is key for me, just to be myself without fearing that I had to mask, or that I could just be myself really in a really, really safe space.
It was that they knew a lot about the fire service. They were quite knowledgeable. They gave me an open space to talk, and they understood processes, they understood a lot of frustrations, they understood direction that I had to move in. So overall, they had a knowledge of the fire service, but not myself specifically, which I feel worked really well.
It was really important to me that I had somebody with a similar experience in terms of area of work. So I did look for somebody with a legal background, so that we had that understanding of the work that both of us did. And I also really wanted to have somebody external to the organisation, so that we could look at you know, different ideas, different perspectives. So those were the two key things that I looked for when I was searching for a coach.
When I was choosing a coach, I went through the coaching pool and initially was looking for somebody who had similar interests to me, perhaps a similar background, who might understand the nuances of my role and appreciate the difficulties that can come with working in communications in the public sector. But knowing that that person had an understanding of the organisation, I felt like I could really open up and be honest about my situation and perhaps get some more nuance into why things were frustrating me, or what I was finding difficult within my personal situation, and get their thoughts from a different perspective.